In this episode, we take that beautiful red 6-liter that we just assembled and we're going to shove it in this 1969 C10 known as Gristo. He's got a Magnuson 1900cc blower. Right now it's currently a 5.3 setup. It's Tuesday. We've got to have this thing running and right by Saturday for the tuner to come. Work his magic. That way Austin can get some few days of braking miles on this thing, and then we're road tripping to LS Fest next weekend. So not this weekend, but the next weekend we've got to be in Bowling Green, Kentucky. This thing's going to be sitting at the car show. We're going to be showing it off, having a good time. It's going to be sitting in line with Panda and a couple others. Let's dive into it and get this thing out of here. Alright, so we in here pulling the motor out of this thing. We're ready to shove that 6-liter in here and go to LS Fest. Ain't a whole lot left to do, really. You got that radiator coming out, front accessories got to come off, a few little things in the back there. Take it back up, get the bell housing bolts, dipstick, for the trans, unplug a couple things underneath, motor mounts. Yank this little bad boy off there. Alright, so we got the blower ready to pull. We're about to yank it off right now. We'll go in there and set it on a new motor. Get some glamour shots when Emma gets back. Well, me and Ray gonna keep thrashing on this thing and try to get this 5.3 out of here. Now, just a little FYI. Austin said we could use this little 5.3 that has some oil pressure issues for a burnout car or truck. So we're not even gonna tear into it. No, we're gonna find something to shove it in, and when we have the budget to do it, this will be the first candidate of living life on the box. So y'all be looking out for that. That's gonna be awesome. And remember, to help us get there faster, smash that subscribe button and watch our content, and let us know in the comments if you like the content, and if there's a piece of content you want that relates to LS engine, let us know and we'll try to make it for you. Yep. Let's see what's happening back here. There's a lot going on this side. There's intake gasket right there. Don't need that. We'll get these front accessories off, take it up, get the stuff underneath done that we need to get done. Guys, we are almost ready to pull this thing. Like, we're like this close. So we're about to get a chain on this thing. We're gonna push it back a little bit, rack it with the back arms of the rack, and if we even have to, we might be able to just slide the cherry picker under it. Get the things off of it that we need, like the flex plate, the oil pan, the pickup tube, a couple other small things, motor mounts and such. And then we're gonna get this 6.0 out here, get it on the stand, start getting all that stuff swapped over, and get that bad boy put in here. We're gonna pop this thing in neutral and push it back a little bit. Sweating in your truck, Austin. Ha! That's money, dude. All right. See, I have my dream job, but there's still parts of it that are like equivalents of shoveling shit. Good times. Alright, now still gotta get the chain on it, record my intro, little promo video for TikTok so you guys can see what we're doing. Alright, let's keep going up. There we go. We're out of one mount. Yeah, let me see my big one. Alright, well, a little more tension on it than I wanted. Let's jack his transmission up. Alright, now we can go back a little bit with the motor. Alright, let's go up. Alright, let's go back a little bit. Okay, we catching on something down there? Okay. Alright, yeah, that's what I want. Straight up with it. Alright, hold what you got for a second. Alright, now we can get our sensors, our mounts, our flex plate, our oil pan, our pickup tube, all the stuff we need off of this thing. Probably go ahead and throw it on a stand and leave it on a stand for now until we can get another oil pan to put on it. We've got one around here somewhere, but we'll have to clean it, and we're just not worried about that right now. We've got bigger fish to fry for LS Fest. There's a little 5.3 that could, and thank you to Austin. We are going to leave this thing exactly how it is and shove it in something that we're going to call living life on the box. And every time we start this thing, it's just going to live on life on the limiter until it blows up. Probably the start of something fun right there. But for now, we're going to strip this thing down. We're going to get the 6.0 drug out here. And then we're going to work on getting that thing swapped over to the hoist and get it stabbed and bolted up. That way we can start getting it all mounted up and everything. And maybe have it all back together this evening or early tomorrow. Alright, we got this thing ready to go in here. We just got to get it dressed out. We got to put his motor mounts, all his sensors, tape off the runners. We're not going to put the valve covers till the motor's in, that way we don't scratch them or anything, leave any marks on them. This bad boy's ready to go in there. First block we ever painted 727 Motorsports logo on. Won't be the last. Oh, this crud. Look at that. Let's get all this out of here. That's what your pickup tube is hanging out with. You see down here, drain plug looks like a porcupine again. We just put this oil in here. Alright, so we stayed pretty late last night. We got this thing set in here. Got a few little things to do. And then we're going to start rocking and rolling, getting this thing back together. Try to have it together this afternoon, if possible. See how that goes. Might go ahead and loom some wires up while we got this thing apart too, just to be safe. But we're getting there. Got this thing in there. We're going to get the rest of the bell housing bolts in it. Converter bolts. Get the starter in there. All that good stuff. Get this thing knocked out. Alright, so we got all those bell housing bolts in, we got his converter bolts in. We don't have the correct tool to put on the ATI super dampener, so we're going to get that ordered, and for now we stuck a stock one on it. He's going to have to roll around on this thing and get some braking miles on it anyway, so before it goes and gets fully opened up, we will work on getting that ATI balancer put on. It is an overdrive pulley, so should help it boost even more. I laid the harness out on both sides out of the way. We're going to go ahead and peel our tape and get the blower set on, get the valve covers put on, and then from there we'll start working our way out. I've already got the grounds on the back of the heads, the cam sensor, the oil sending unit, and all that plugged up and fastened. I got to do this coolant temp sensor over here. A couple things left to do from the bottom, but I wanted to get the harness ran, and in order to get the harness ran, I wanted to have the blower and the valve covers put on. So we're going to go ahead and tackle that, get that knocked out and out of the way, and then we're pretty much down to front accessories. We got to loom up a couple harnesses down low down here, just dress it up a little bit and kind of take some of that colorfulness away. Nothing too wild though, nothing too wild. And then we'll take this thing up in the air and get the underneath finished up, drop a radiator in it, and get some fluids down here from O'Reilly's. Still got to hook the blower up, run the harness and everything. Man, this thing's starting to look good. Alright, so we got this thing put back together. We got the fluids in it. Water, coolant. Austin's here. About to fire this thing up and see how it sounds.
Dang, look at that sound. Are you nervous?
Bro, I'm about to have the biggest grin.
Not hooked up.
Leroy, get it, Larry.
She's alive. Looking like in there.
Hey, the water or the shit, I'm trying to think. That's a trans temp. What's the one above it? Right there. The water temp gauge doesn't work completely right. Like so, I usually plug my scanner up to make sure it gets to 210, but it will get to 210. Let's go, bro!
Hey, it
Sounds
runs.
like we have an exhaust leak over here.
Probably.
You want to listen to it? Shit, chopping the house down.
Alright guys, there you have it. We have a week till LS Fest. We got this thing built. We got it swapped out in the truck. We got it running. We got it fired up. It's ready to be tuned Saturday. And then Austin's going to take it. He's got a couple small things he's going to do at home. Like hook up his 5 gallon ice tank in the bed. A couple other small things. But this thing's ready to make a trip to LS Fest. After Saturday, it'll be 100% ready. He said he's going to try to daily it every day that he can this next week. That way we just have a little bit of peace of mind with it, and if something does happen, we can try to get it taken care of before we have to leave. But we're about to call it a day. Go home, get back in here tomorrow, get back on it, try to get some more stuff knocked out this next week before we got to leave. So that's going to sum up this episode. Remember to smash that subscribe button. Let us know in the comments if you liked the episode. Remember to follow us on our socials, TikTok and Facebook at 727 Motorsports. And y'all get ready for this road trip to LS Fest. We're going to Bowling Green next week and we're going to party.
Hit it, Larry!